In this video, I'm gonna be showing you everything you need to know to master Omni-Man. All of the sections are marked in the video timeline, so you can skip right ahead to the part you need. Let's get started. First are the basic attacks. Planet Pillager. It's a pretty basic string and it has a 7-frame startup. It's also safe on blocks, so it's pretty good for punishes and pressuring. Contemptuous Backhand. This is your average launcher attack. You can't really juggle with it if you use it while the opponent is in mid-air, so only use it to start combos. It is somewhat punishable and it ends with a high, so you can just duck underneath it to punish. Next we got Destructive Elbow, which is a bit slower than the Planet Pillager string at 9 frames. The second hit is actually an overhead, so it's one of the few mix-ups you can do. The timing is pretty difficult, but you can actually punish it if you flawless block the last hit. Or alternatively, you can duck below the first attack and up block the second overhead for a pretty brutal punish. This attack is a quick overhead dash. You can see it switches sides if you're close enough to keep the move duration consistent. It is not a full screen punish though, as you can see here. This move has a slow startup, so I'd recommend using it only to take your opponent off guard as they're moving. And it is also not safe on block, so don't go around spamming it. Next we got Earthquake Stomp. It starts with a low then a mid attack, and it can actually be cancelled into special moves or cameo moves. It is not safe on block. Spill the Contents. Other than this string looking kinda goofy, it does over 20% damage. If the opponent blocks, the grab at the end won't hit, but luckily it would be safe on block regardless. Now for the aerial strings. You pretty much only get 2 here. Boot Stain and Duty. The first one we got is Mega Clap. It does a decent bit of damage and knocks your opponent away. The enhanced version does more damage and has more range. You can do both attacks in mid-air, and in case you're wondering, it is absolutely not safe on block. Next is Giblet Maker. It's a quick dash attack. You can see it has a pretty good range, and the enhanced version actually has armor and deals more damage. Again, you can do both attacks in mid-air, and they're absolutely not safe. The Voltramite Stance. This stance allows you to dodge projectiles, and you can perform 4 moves using the 4 main attack buttons. Using one, Omni-Man will perform a grab which will launch the opponent in the air, allowing you to continue the combo. If you perform it twice in the same combo, Omni-Man will just throw the opponent away. Also, I need to clarify, it's considered a mid attack, not a throw, so it can be blocked. Using 2, Omni-Man will rush behind the opponent, juggling them and then snapping their neck and throwing them away. The best use for this one is punishing projectiles. Using 3, Omni-Man will jump into the air and stomp his opponent.
I shouldn't be crying, but I really can't do anything.
It is safe on block, but it can be countered with flawless blocks or using up blocks, which is really not hard to do due to how reactable this move is. And lastly, using 4, Omni-Man will rush in and launch his opponent, leaving them vulnerable for a combo. You can cancel the stance by pressing down block, and you can teleport behind your opponent by pressing forward block. This move is good for taking your opponents off guard, and as you can see here, it's not too easy to punish. In most situations, your best option would be to throw since your opponent would block anyways. On enhancing the Voltramite stance, you can dodge high, mid, overhead and projectile attacks, allowing for easy punishes. It is also much quicker at 7 frames instead of 16. Everything I just said also applies in the air. Next is Invincible Rush, yet another mid-dash attack. This one can reach the opponent from full screen, and it strangely has no enhanced version. If you perform it in the air, it becomes an overhead combo starter. And it is extremely punishable. By pressing back or forward the stance in the air, Omni-Man will move either backward or forward. Doing this mid-combo, however, will hit the opponent and let you extend your combo. You get to do it once for free per combo, but it will cost 1 bar of meter afterwards. Now let's discuss the cameos. The best cameos at the moment are Darius, Scorpion and Kung Lao. Kung Lao can be used to add some mix-ups and put your opponent in pretty tricky situations. They also go together pretty well in combos. As far as I can tell, people only use Darius for one reason only. After using Voltramite Stance 2, Darius can let you extend the combo, which leads to the most damage I've seen with Omni-Man. But he takes way too long to recharge and the timing to pull this off is atrocious. Overall, not my first pick. And lastly, we got Scorpion. Scorpion is pretty good for mix-ups, but more importantly, every move Scorpion has pretty much combos with any move Omni-Man has. The combo potential feels unlimited, honestly. But I have to say the damage really is not that good. Now I'm gonna show you a bunch of combos that I was able to figure out, and I'll add any side notes you need to know just to make your practice session a little bit easier. Okay, and here are some final notes I'd like to add. You can finish off a combo with a fatal blow after using Voltramite stance 1. You can do 1-2, 1-2 throw instead of 1-1, 1-2 throw, and this will do around 0.50 more damage. With all of that said, tell me what other combos you found, what are your thoughts on Omni-Man, and what character should I do next. Thank you so much for watching, please subscribe and I'll see you all next time.